I've got a very special guest in the studio right now, a young man that I honestly have a great deal of respect for. He is the starting wide receiver for the Nettleton Raider football team. He's the one and only Drew Bryson. Drew, welcome to the house.
Thanks for having me.
You bet, man. You know it's an honor to have you here, buddy. Drew, I've known you for years, ever since you were a little squirt. But the folks out there, they might not know much about you. So introduce yourself to us, man. Tell us about Drew Bryson. Want to hear where you're from, where you were raised, your parents, your family. Just tell us about Drew Bryson.
My name's Drew Bryson. I'm from right here at Jones Boogie, Arkansas. Born and raised here, gone Nettleton all my life. Rhonda Bryson's my mom. Andy Bryson's my dad. They're both Northeast Arkansas natives. Graduated from Tech, and so I don't appreciate their high school diplomacy.
They're probably
something.
They're Golden Eagle fans, right?
Oh no.
Well, they're Raider fans
anymore.
now.
Now they're Raider fans.
Yeah, because having kids has a way of doing that. My dad graduated from Brooklyn High School, and he still is a big Bearcat fan. But whenever I was in school, he was a Raider fan. You know, that's the way it works. Well, I know your folks are proud of you. I know your sister Molly Brooke is proud of you as well. Besides sports, and I know that you are honestly a great athlete, but besides sports, what else are you involved in?
I'm big in church youth group. I'm at church every Sunday and every Wednesday. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy all the things that we do there, and really involved in school. I'm class president and student council vice president, and
cool.
Some other clubs here and there.
So you're not just like a dumb jock.
No, I'm not just a dumb jock.
But you make pretty good grades?
Yeah, I got a 4.08 GPA.
4.08 on a 4.00 scale. That's good. I didn't realize you were smart.
Yeah, most people don't.
Yeah, that is really something to be proud of. How did you get a 4.08? Did you like cheat on some tests to make more than 100 or?
I wrote my name on all the papers and they could read them.
Cool.
And the AP classes helped too.
Good thinking. So AP class, they kind of registered that up a little bit.
Yeah.
That makes good sense, man. We're talking with Drew Bryson. He is the starting wide receiver for the Nettleton Raider football team. Now, let's shift gears here and let's talk about sports because, Drew, I know you are an athlete. What all sports have you played for your alma mater? What all sports have you played for Nettleton?
Well, I've played baseball, basketball, and football. I just played baseball my 9th grade year. I decided I wasn't any good when I didn't even get to play much for the JV team. It kind of hit me then that baseball wasn't what I was cut out to do.
Did Coach Prater beg and plead, please, Drew, don't leave the team, anything like that?
Yeah, he had some tears and everything, but yeah. I decided it was my time to go.
So you played baseball your 9th grade year.
I did.
And then decided to hang it up in the spring.
Yep.
Cool. What other sports, man?
I play basketball. I've played basketball there since, you could play basketball there.
Mm-hmm.
Started some last year, and I hope to have a good year this year.
Yeah, Coach Mark McCord, he's been your coach, I guess, ever since you've been
he's been
junior high, I suppose.
Yep.
A good guy there.
Oh, yeah. He's a great guy, great coach. Yeah. I really enjoy being around him.
Yeah, Coach McCord is one of the best. Such a good man, very savvy coach. You've learned a lot about the game of basketball just by being around Coach McCord, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Coach McCord's taught me lots. And then in junior high, I had Coach Carlton. He taught me tons, too.
Yeah.
Just between the two of them, that's some of the best coaches that there are in this area, starting with Coach Carlton to get the good base, and then Coach McCord to put more advanced things on it.
They're good coaches. They're good men. Barry Carlton, Mark McCord.
Absolutely.
We're talking with Drew Bryson. He is the starting wide receiver on the Nettleton Raiders football team. Drew, let's talk about your football career, man. How many years have you been the starting wide receiver for the Nettleton Raiders?
Well, 9th grade was my first year to play football. I didn't play. I had some back problems when I was younger and couldn't play.
Mm-hmm.
In 9th grade, I came in and started my 9th grade year.
Cool.
And then my 10th grade year, I played some special teams here and there on offense, give the receivers a break. And then started last year as an 11th grader, had a couple touchdowns, and we'll see how this year goes.
Well, I'll say this. I've always been very impressed with your ability on the football field. I can remember watching you as a 9th grader making some plays. The first game I saw you play was at Greene County Tech, and it was a battle of the defeated teams. I think y'all were 0-9. Yeah. They were 0-9.
Both of us.
Yeah, it was the movable object versus the resistible force. Whenever the Nettleton Raider junior high team took on Tech team that year, y'all came out on top. But I can remember seeing I don't remember what number you were back then. What number were you in 9th grade?
22.
Okay, I can remember 22, making some great catches, some one-handed grabs, athletic, fast, and I was like, who is number 22? And somebody told me, well, that's Drew. That's Drew Bryson. And I was very, very impressed with you, man. That was you are a good wide receiver on the high school level. Now, the system that you've got right now, more of a run-oriented offense, kind of cut down your touches quite a bit.
Yeah. I got used to catching the ball quite a bit last year and getting some open looks for me, and then this year all I do is block for the most part. But I enjoy doing that. I mean, just being out on the field playing the game, I enjoy it.
That's cool, man. Drew Bryson, definitely a team player, starting wide receiver for the Nettleton Raiders. You don't play on defense.
No, everyone plays pretty much one way this year.
Okay, does that help you think?
I believe so. I mean, we're in good shape this year, but also playing 48 minutes each way, it gets tiring after a while. And I think doing the one person goes one way, it's helping us quite a bit.
Cool. Talking with Drew Bryson, starting wide receiver for the Nettleton Raiders. The Raiders are 0-2. Drew, let's talk about each game. You started the season playing a bigger school, 6A Mountain Home. Tell us about that game.
They were bigger than us. They were stronger than us. But, I mean, we fought hard. The first quarter we came out and fought hard. Second quarter we fought hard. We went in halftime. We were down 9-10, but, I mean, we'd played well. And we'd fought real hard and ran the ball well, had a few good runs. When we came out after halftime, we were just cold and we couldn't get anything going offensively, had a lot of turnovers, never could get things back clicking again, and ended up losing that game. And it was a tough one to lose because we came out thinking we could win it, and especially at halftime, we're thinking, man, we can win this game. And we hadn't been in that position before. Mm-hmm. Our senior class, we've only won 4 games in our high school since 9th grade. And so we haven't been used to being on top during games, especially at halftime.
Right.
And so when we came out and we're at halftime, it gave us the mindset that we can actually win this game.
Sure. And I know that's a major goal for Coach Murphy is to get y'all in the mindset of winning. Your class hasn't had a whole lot of success on as far as football goes. Baseball, basketball, different story. Sometimes classes are that way. They're better at certain sports than they are others. I know it's been a tough goal. And that was a tough way to start the season at Mountain Home. Then last week, you traveled down to Truman. It was the Kavanaugh Kia big game, and you lost a tough one to the Wildcats. Tell us about that game, and what did you learn that will help you in the future? What did your team learn in that loss against Truman?
We got to take care of the ball. We had turnover after turnover after turnover after busted play that just cost us, and that game was a tough game. It hurt, and it's still hurting everybody right now. And we had so many turnovers and just one busted play here, one busted play there, and it just turned everything around for us. We'd won that game for 6 straight years since we've played it, and this is the first time that any of us have lost to Truman, and that hurt real bad to lose.
Oh, absolutely. It hurt me too because you know that I'm now an objective sports journalist, but I graduated from Nettleton, and I've got a lot of friends who are Truman folks, and they've done a lot of trash talking. They're even expecting me to sing the Truman fight song on the radio. Can you believe that, Drew?
Nah, I don't know about all that. That might take it a little bit too far.
I think so too, but Brian from Truman, he's demanding that I sing the Truman fight song, so I'm going to have to learn the Truman fight song and sing it before Friday.
I disagree.
Yeah, I think so. I think there ought to be some kind of law against that.
I think there is. You got to support all the schools. You can't just support Truman.
That's right. If I'm going to maintain my objectivity, that's exactly right. Drew, you're a smart guy, man. I'm glad to get you on the show here. Drew Bryson, the wide receiver, Nettleton High School. He's a scholar, has a GPA over 4 He is an athlete, and he plays football for Nettleton. The Kavanaugh Kia big game of the week, Nettleton versus Valley View. Let's talk about Valley View. Have you seen Valley View play this year?
I watched Valley View play the first game, their scrimmage game, and they beat Wynn, who's a good team in the 5A East. They beat them 21-7 and just absolutely shut them down. Valley View's defense wouldn't let Wynn push the ball at all. Wynn just couldn't get anything going, and Valley View played well. They played real well.
Good team.
Good team, definitely a good team.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, the Kavanaugh Kia big game, Friday at 7:30. That good team from Valley View coming to your house, coming to Raider Field to take on the Nettleton Raiders. What has been the mood in practice this week? Has everybody been maybe a little more excited, a little more amped up because you're playing your crosstown foes, Crosstown Showdown? What's the mood been like among the guys?
Oh yeah, it's gotten it real emotional. I mean, the loss to Truman, and then turn around, and a lot of us know the people from Valley View. A lot of us good friends of the people from Valley View, and it's just it's changed our mindset around, especially just losing last week. That hurt everybody real bad because that was a game that I think we kind of overlooked and didn't play to our full potential, and it just hurt us real bad to lose that one. And everyone's gotten a whole lot more serious this week in practice, not as much joking around, and everyone's going harder. Even the scout team's going hard and just trying to make everyone better.
Cool. Well, that was one of the Nebo's key to victory last week in the pregame show. We said that you got to be careful because you can overlook Truman because of this big battle with Valley View. And there's going to be no overlooking Valley View. I know you guys are locked and loaded, ready to get it on Friday. Community unity is the theme of this week. I love what the administrators at Nettleton and Valley View have done. They've made great efforts to make this something that doesn't rip our community apart, because Valley View and Nettleton, both excellent school systems. The faculty, the staff, the students, I love them both. True assets to the city of Jonesboro. They didn't want it to rip good people apart. They wanted this game to bring people together, and they've made great efforts to do that. I understand you went to the big banquet last night and got to hear Keith Jackson speak. How was that?
Oh, it was great. He's one of the best speakers I think I've ever heard. He told a good story about giving chicken back, about how when he was younger he went on a basketball trip to somewhere in Texas, and he was real hungry, and they'd stopped at a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and everyone got 2-piece chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. And he went and asked his coach if he could have another one, that he was real hungry. And his coach said that you can have another one as long as when you get where you're going, you'll give some chicken back. And that stuck with him. He told that story last night, and that's what he's been doing last night, was giving the chicken back to the community, and that's what we're trying to do. Cool. Where this whole community thing is give some chicken back to the community for everything they do for us as the schools.
Drew, that's good stuff, buddy. Glad you learned that lesson. And I mean this, you're a real asset to Nettleton School, this community. Great young man. Hope that you hang around here a long time. You going to Arkansas State University?
I'm kind of torn right now between that and U of A, but I'm starting to lean towards Arkansas State.
Stay in Arkansas State, man. You could live at home with your mom and dad. Listen to this. What a deal. Free food, free room and board, and a magic laundry hamper. You throw your clothes in there, and lo and behold, a day or two later, it's washed, it's dried, it's pressed, it's in your closet. You can't get a deal like that at U of A.
I don't know about all that. My parents don't like me that much.
They make you do the laundry, huh?
I do all my own laundry.
You are a lot better man than I ever was. I've never learned how to do laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a very good husband.
Yeah,
or son. But you're a good young man. Drew, thanks for joining us. Drew Bryson, he's going to be taking the field Friday. He's going to be wearing the black and gold. He's going to be representing his school, the Nettleton Raiders, against his friends from Valley View. It's the Kavanaugh Kia Big Game, and it'll be brought to you right here on 103.9 The Game. We're about 11 minutes away from interviewing the nature boy, Buddy Landell. You got Drew Bryson, you got Buddy Landell. What a show, man. What a show. I hope that you hang around for it. We got your calls next if you want to call in, 203-0520, the DirecTV hotline. You're listening to The House on 103.9 The Game.